Hello guys, welcome back to Tenam Elite YouTube channel. And good morning everyone. So today's the one news that you haven't heard or you have heard of. It's about a black beacon situations. So today we are going to cover some about a black beacon situations. And with the past 5 days, Black Beacons has been doing good or bad. I'm not sure, but in China they are giving us some maybe apology or giving us some treatment to those Chinese content creators or players also, and yeah, they are giving gems and more. But for the globally, we don't know. We are not sure about the global situations. This game is this game's story and situations is perfect. This game's doing good. But the second one I will not tell you. Before we do this, subscribe down below, like, comment, and stay tuned. We are jumping right into the video, and this is the mind-blowing day. Goodbye. Here we go. And that's the OG channel, and here we go. Like, subscribe to this guy's channels, and yeah, and I will be see you. Okay.
Launched, and I kid you not,
Oh no.
the game itself isn't that bad. It's got good bones. It's
Yep.
got very
This game is
solid
good.
Gacha system that is competitive to the games you currently play. It shits on all the games you probably currently play, with a few exceptions out there. This was a game.
Actually, this game is good, but this game is not in a window client. This game have to release in window client and Steam, because this game has only released in Google Play, Apple Play, or and the Google Gameplay Beta, like emulator. Yeah, this game's making good. This game's money. They are making money good, but they are not improving, like optimizing or like character optimizations. They are doing good in a 1.0, and suddenly the optimizations drop down. What's that mean? And they gave apology, and they also gave a treatment. I don't know what's going on, man. That's the
game that I advocated merely because I'm a big firm believer, and you've heard me say this before, in a new gacha game coming out that's going in the
I
right
expect that
direction in
game
terms
to
of a
go on.
monetization model and not the wrong
Yep.
direction. This was one of those games. But I finally took in the time to look into this global versus CN fiasco that's occurring, and it's disappointing, man, because the game itself isn't
Yeah.
the problem, and that's
Yeah,
what's
it's not
sad.
the problem,
That's what's
yeah.
like a travesty, honestly. The game ain't that bad.
Yeah.
It's the fucking management team
Story's
behind
good.
the game that has butchered this game and most likely put it in the dirt. I have accumulated all of the shit show variables that are currently occurring with this game. We're going to go over them all and be as objective as we can and be as rational as we can. But ultimately, it's looking like Black Beacon is probably fucking cooked. Not only, look, get this, not just global, but probably CN as well. Let's go over some of these details. So one of the first things I want to do is I want to lay out the picture of what I just said. I want to back up what I just said to you guys so y'all can fully understand that the game itself was looking pretty solid. In
game's
terms
fine.
of the monetization model.
I
Let's start
just
off with
good.
the top line
They
here.
are
3 to 4
monetization.
5-star characters can be acquired over 2 weeks of you playing the game. One of them off rip, the next one is in like the next 48 hours. Then of course you got to play through the patch a bit. But here's the thing, you can actually select who you want out of those standard characters. I've made a whole video
You will
on
get
this.
free
So
free
some of you guys
character.
might already
You will get a one free character by choosing it. Once you hit once you hit 30, you will get one more kind of free characters from the poll sessions. Yeah, I already have a 3 or 2 5-star characters in my account. It's good. The story is good. The game's easy to get it. The pools are awesome, and also the weapon. Yeah, the weapon you only need a 50. You have to hit a 50 and then choose the weapon. That's easy. That's good. Very easy.
Be familiar with this, but that's crazy. That's actually a really solid start to any gacha game. The next thing, one limited character is guaranteed even if you lose the 70-30 with resources acquired over 2 weeks or so. Meaning max pity, you still can guarantee yourself a limited character. That's just how generous they are with the launch. 2 5-star weapons for free, and get this. One of them is a signature 5-star weapon selector. Yes, so for the limited banner character, you can select their signature weapon up to a point. The next 2 that drop, they're in the period. This does have an expiration date on it, but that's still fucking amazing. That you get a signature weapon. So I've never seen that before, me personally. Every 4-star character you will acquire, and I'll show you guys this in game because I have a free-to-play depending. Can buy copies of limited characters out of the shop, just like Wuthering Waves. So if you want to get copies of a character, there's a resource you'll get just by pulling that you eventually will have enough to just buy a copy of the character outright out of the shop. You can buy 5-star weapons out of the shop from the in-game mode resources. Never seen this before either. Maybe you have, I haven't. They have a system set up to where, let's say you do the MOC inside of HSR. You get a resource from that MOC, I'm doing this in layman's terms, or in Wuthering Waves, the TOA. You can then take that resource and then buy a 5-star weapon from the shop of your choice for the character's signature. I've never seen that before. That was insane. Standard wishes acquired for doing tutorials. Another thing that blew my fucking mind.
I think they gave us like 20 or 30 like asteroid. Yeah, 20 or 30 asteroids or something like that by doing a tutorial. And you can wish and acquire a weapon. That's the way. Yeah.
So I played a lot of games. I've done a lot of sponsors. These guys give you a whole ass wish just for doing a tutorial, right? Stamina reserve on launch. Most gachas cuck you on launch for this because they want you to log in just to get their numbers looking good for their investors. And then eventually the update will drop and they'll be like, we're extending the reserve stamina cap. They just gave it to you on launch. Guaranteed weapon banner pity. That's Wuthering Waves. That's competitive. This is competitive gacha pity. You know how you go in any market out there, there's competitive pricing. This is the same exact concept. It's the same thing that Wuthering Waves did to Genshin Impact. They go a little bit below what Genshin Impact is doing for competitive pricing to say, well, ours is better. That's what they did here to Wuthering Waves. They undercut them a bit.
For Wuthering Waves, it's a 80 pool, right? The signature is like an 80 pool, and you will get a 50. But there's a for black beacons is only a 70. The 70 is the last. Yes, the 70 is last, and you will get it. The character for sure.
Versus the 50-50, 70 pulls max instead of 80 pull max pity, 150 to do a pull instead of 160.
Or are they
competitive gacha pitted? Skins given for free to multiple characters, including the limited 5-star character. You get a free skin for the limited 5-star character. Skins dropped on launch.
Yeah, 5-star
weapon selector and 4-star weapon selector.
They drop it. I saw it.
These are objective facts in the game. The fact that they gave all of this, I think you get what I mean by this game was not bad.
Yeah,
but the way it has been managed
story's good, combat's
has completely shit the bed in almost all facets of a launch. It is truly, it's a detriment. Now let's go over that because that's the important part.
The one thing is this: the games creators and the story writings are good. And the play styles also is good, and about the story, one of the thing is the story. Story is good, and that story is perfect. But the thing is about the CNs and globals, about like they have money, but they are not doing the optimizations and the performance and graphics. That's the thing. That's the problem, and they are not. They have to. You know that things like graphics and optimizations are not that it's like low performance, low graphics. Yeah, I see it in these games. Like, but they didn't really release in Steam. We need in Steam window play. Why? We don't want to play in the emulator. The emulator is boring. It sucks. The low graphic.
All right. So to summon everything up, I want y'all to understand from the get-go just how many problems it had on launch. First of all, no PC client. You already butchered a massive market capture as soon as the mention
We have to
of
play
no
a blue
PC
stack
client.
like emulator.
Nobody wants to play this game on a mobile phone that are PC players. And guess what? PC players
They fucked
are
up,
massive these days. The PC market is growing these days. I used to be a console Andy. Now I'm a PC Andy and I don't even fucking... my PS5 right here has got dust, visible dust on it. Right? So this is a bad look for a lot of people who want to play on PC. The only way to play the game on PC was to use a Google Play Store app. Once again, I have been playing sponsored gacha games where I've had to do LD emulator and BlueStacks. I've had to do some jank ass shit. I've even hooked up micro, I forgot the name of it. It's like micro something, but it allows me to still play a phone game through the PC.
Okay.
I've had to do some jank shit. I ain't never had to download Google Play Store to play a game. Never. I did it. The game.
The thing is, also I want to say that the Blue Archive is releasing Blue Archive is releasing game in the Steam this summer. Okay, guys, you have to know that the Blue Archive is releasing in Steam in this PC. It is releasing, yes, our best game. Blue Archive is releasing in Steam, baby! Subscribe down below!
Auto log you out if you try to use popular third-party clients like BlueStacks or LD Emulator. And keep in mind, guys, at this point in time, I got a sponsor I'm trying to get out too. So this is also an L for like marketing on their behalf because it's making our jobs more difficult. It was a shit show. Okay, objectively speaking, it was not a good look. And so I finally figured out how to get this going. And when I got into the game, it was super buggy to the point where I was just like,
it's buggy. Like Google Play Store, like
I can't
graphics
work
are
under
too
these
low.
conditions. This is like really bad. If I were to do it,
they
the game would just look like shit in the audience that I'm trying to promote it to. So what did I do? I went over to the phone. I said, okay, I'm just gonna have to do this from the phone, plug it into the micro shit, record it from there. The phone, I literally could not log in. I couldn't log in. It was bugged. So number of days go by.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, guys, no compensation is being acquired.
Yeah.
Now there is some compensation. That's what I want you to know. I'm gonna show that in game too. Proof, tangible proof. But like there was really a shit handle in terms of the management team. They should have been on top of these things. Immediate compensation sent into mail. Sorry for this bug. Like I need there needs to be a track record for all these fuck ups and then the compensation follow up so that people know, okay, they're at least taking care of us because of their fuck ups. Not obviously we're the consumer. We're just waiting to play your game. It's like you've got people in front of you.
Look at this. Are they trying to fix this game, or are they trying to give saying like they're not fixing it? They are like only, you know, they have value, money, but they're not fixing it. The thing is what we don't know is, I don't know. It's crazy. The game is crazy. Okay? They didn't fix the glitchy and the graphics and the more stuff like the not setting on Steams and the Windows PC. Right?
Ready to spend money, and you are like pushing them away.
Currency.
Not the developer, the management team. It's just like, nah, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. I don't want your money. It's like, whoa. So this is a bad look, right? And this is all going to make sense when I present to you the current scenario with CN. So they fixed it after a number of days, and the game ultimately ended up performing smoothly with minimal bugs. I was here a part of this whole entire process, and it was a massive difference. Pre-registration rewards were gone Yeah. So if you pre-registered for the game, you logged in, whoopsie, there was like a little small micro period for you to get them. And if you didn't get them, whoopsie, gone. It's just gone with the wind. Obviously, Global was fucking upset about this, molded to the highest of heavens. They eventually addressed it and said, we're going to fix it. Still, big problem right here, bro. Not a good look. And I want to full screen on this so that you guys
crazy.
understand.
I've
When
been
you're
playing for
making
5
these
days.
kind of mistakes, and you're a game that just ain't got the juice like that, you ain't got the torch. You're not an Azir Permilia or an Ananta, right? Like, and I say that with respect. You're not the game. You're not him. You know what I mean? You can't afford to not be generous. You've already lost people because of the no PC client fiasco, because of the amount of bugs. This is the first impression window. The most, I'm not even gonna say debate. It is the most important window to capture a demographic, a target audience that is interested in your product. So like when all of these things are occurring, if you're fucking up, you just gotta take it on the chin, man. You know what I mean? Whether you launch the game too early or not, you have to swallow your pride and constantly give out more shit, because that's the only thing that's gonna keep people around. And guess what? The reality of it is, people will probably still leave. So it's the least you can do. Continuing on, they're starting to probably grasp how bad this looks. In summary, this launch was legit a shit show for anyone who played the game. 7 to 14 days of scuffed experience for global players. Now, what was the total compensation amongst all
I'm going to
of
play
this
a
shit that
terrorist.
was
I
unfolding?
think they're going to be the Black Beacon guys. Look at this. The revenue of the March or May, now it's May, right? Now in June, Ethereum Restart official will launch, and the Black Beacon is still coming, and the revenue will have to go up and up, and they have to know that they are doing some Black Beacons are doing bad for the management team and the dev team. But the Black Beacons are stories good, characters good, awesome, but the graphics are low. But they launch on Steam and listen to the players and more. Yeah, I have before I have high hopes for the Black Beacons. Yeah, because it haven't launched, and I was waiting because I want to see that game. Oh, I want to see it. What game they're doing? I was waiting for a long time, like 6 months or like that, and suddenly they launch, and it's not in Windows Play or Steam. It's only in a Google Play Store or Google Play Beta, like that. And this game, like, oh my god, it broke my hopes. And suddenly, the game, what I called is Ethereum Restart. Yeah, baby, it's coming in June, and the beta will be coming in 2 days, baby. Yeah, Ethereum Restart. Make money, boy.
Standard banner pulls, stamina refresh times 10 or so, and some materials. And I want to be clear here. This didn't happen all at once. Now I want to get to the game. Let's go ahead and log in, because I want you guys to see. I have a mail inbox that actually shows what you got on the date you actually received it. Okay, so if you come over here to mail, and I think they've actually deleted some of the mails, which is unfortunate, because you kind of want all of this to see how much rewards you've gotten up to a point. It actually could benefit them in the reality of things, because what happens is, on the internet, people just forget all that shit, and they just present you as y'all gave nothing, and you can have a track record right here of showing everything you've acquired.
Yeah.
However, I digress. Let's go ahead and get into the details. This literally came out today. You got a 10 pool. This says, thank you for playing Black Beacon. We will strive to improve and bring you an even better game experience. To express gratitude, we're providing a special gift for you. Guys, you aren't a day late and $1 short.
But the rewards are good.
And $1,000 short. Like, this is the type of communication and compensation that was needed with every single mess up that occurred over here. And it shouldn't have just been standard pulls. It should have been some standard pulls here, some limited pulls there. You know, satiated a lot of the frustration with the global audience. This literally
I'm done for Black Beacon, guys.
You know when Black Beacon came out? I believe it was either like the 12th or the 13th, or it might have been the 10th. It was somewhere between like the 10th of the 13th of last month. We just now got a 10 pull on May 4th. Not a good look. All right,
Really?
it's too late. People are already pissed.
I think.
Once I
think
provide
I'm-
the CN context, you'll see why.
I can't.
But like I was coming over here and I was like,
I
okay, what
didn't
exactly
get
did we
fooled.
get? Here we go. Here we go. Here's something. Apology compensation.
I didn't
dated
get
to,
fooled.
I believe it's dated. Here we go. April 13th. So they gave this out immediately.
April 13th?
And I think a
What
lot of
day is
people
it, Rick?
didn't really mention this part, maybe. So I'm trying my
Oh yeah, I
best to
said
be
April.
fair.
I mean, I
It's
thought
still
it's
not a good
May.
look, but I'm trying my best to be fair here. So on April 13th, I think this is 3 days after
Yeah.
the launch. And you know what? We got to get that because that's important information. When did it launch officially? All right. It was April 10th. I just looked it up. Okay. That's very important. So 3 days later, you got 30 pulls. These are standard banner pulls. And they gave an apology note in here and everything.
Yeah.
Plus 10 stamina refresh. This is really good for grind, as we all know. This is how you refresh your stamina. Okay. And then some mats. So this was a good start, right? 3 days later. But this is the thing, boys. All these problems that I mentioned were happening after that. Like, it's not like all of this happened in that 3-day period. No, a lot of this stuff was happening after the fact, which was a problem. But in total, we got, like I said, 40 standard pulls. Honestly, technically, man, we just got that shit today. I'm gonna be fair. You just got that today. We really got 30 standard pulls in the first 3 days. Stamina refresh and some mats as an apology for all of this. And I'm gonna be real, I might be missing some stuff. There's a lot of bugs that were still in the game existing and so on and so what. Now, let's get to the juicy part. China experienced a similar launch shit show, but actually not as bad due to Global being the guinea pig for their launch.
Why? They have to be like same, man. Same bug, same issue. But they change? What? What's going on, man?
Here's the thing. They used Global as a means to make sure their game was ready in preparation for the China launch. That's the reality of it. China got a delayed experience, but a lot of the things that occurred up here were kind of like remedied already by the time China launched. However, China took 2 weeks to
Are they
launch
making
as a delayed
tutorials?
experience, I believe. They sent out an apology letter to China. It was a free 5-star sector, 20 standard pools,
Oh my
and
God.
10 limited
No
pools on
way.
top of other launch incentives already planned for the pre-register rewards, which, by the way, their pre-register rewards over there, I believe, were obviously no problem. Then I actually left out something. The other thing they did is there are exclusive events ongoing
Oh my God.
right now in China
What?
that are not ongoing global. And so, boys, we are now at a point
I'm going to
where
piss off. I'm going to piss off.
we're looking
Angry.
at
I'm so
disparity.
angry.
We're now
I'm going to
facing
feel-
a
I'm
social
going to
class
fight
discrepancy
back.
that we low-key have always known existed between how CN gets treated and how Global gets treated. Nobody is gonna like that treatment. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. Nobody's gonna like it. And the fact that it's now become apparent with tangible evidence,
That's crazy,
that's
guys.
GG's. The air, how much money and investment was going into the game as the game wasn't launching. You probably have these severe
This
stress
game will be
windows where you're like,
dead
fuck
in
man, let's
a
just get the
month.
game out, we'll deal with the problems.
Because-
No.
You know this game will be dead in a month because Ethereum Restart will be relaunching. That's the third favorite game. It will be launching. It will beat the Black Beacon for sure. Okay, this death is trash, guys. Psycho.
Clear to me
They're psycho.
that it was worth waiting longer to avoid all of this shit show that has accumulated over time. Because now you're dealing with a bigger problem on your hands where a lot of people are going to see this and go, nah, I'm good. Now, just so you guys could see that this isn't just like me talking
they
out my
said,
ass,
apology come
here's
back
the
again?
apology
Oh my
letter to CN. I'm gonna be real, boys. This is one of the best damn apologies I've ever seen in my life, bro. They were on their knees with this shit for CN. You can read through it. You'll get a kick out of it, bro. They even said we have caused black screen problems. Bro, HSR could never. Login abnormalities and other problems that seriously affect the experience. If you look at this, look at this. This is definitely not the way we expect to meet. All members of the logistics team bow deeply to all the foresights to apologize. Dude, this is insane, you know? And then to nip it in the bud, 5-star permanent character self-selected treasure box, 1 lost time key, or I'm sorry, lost
I
time
don't
key
get
times
it. I don't
20,
get
that's
free
standard.
5-star. What
Limited
are you
banner
talking
pulls
about,
times
man?
10, boom. We once again apologize. That's the CN apology. Here's the global apology. All right, this is Charles, not Charles from X-Men, brother. Okay, Charles from Who Gives a Fuck.
Who's Charles?
First of all, we want to sincerely thank you for all the support you've given with Black Beacon since its launch April 10th. You can go through it, boys. It's an apology letter. Nowhere near as sincere as that global. I mean, that other one was insane, but honestly, apology. Who cares? What do you get in return for all of this mess up? We promise to continue communicating with you in the most sincere and heartfelt way possible. That's it. Sincerely. No 5-star selector, 10 limited pulls and all this. Now keep in mind, guys, that's why I tried to do right by them by saying they did give something out before this, right? They gave out something. You can compare it to 30 standard pulls versus a free 5-star selector, 20 standard pulls, and 10 limited pulls, right? Nowhere near the amount of generosity or sincerity that was presented to the CN side. Here's the reality, though. I am of the belief that all these CN companies have this level of appreciation for the CN side versus the global side, but they do a much better job hiding it. These guys just fucked themselves with how they address these things. And just kind of like the cat's out of the bag now, right? I genuinely think a lot of these companies have this same level of mentality of CN versus global, but these guys were amateurs in how they like let the cat out of the bag. I thought this was
This company, you see that Black Beacon game, like the company called, like, what's that name? Black Company, or I don't know what's this company name. I forgot. I don't care, because this company is not big, a huge company like a HoYoverse or Kuro Games like that. They can compete with Kuro Games. They even compete with Ethereum Restart. Ethereum Restart. I'm voting for Ethereum Restart for sure. They will beat ass to the Black Beacon dude.
It's fucking hilarious, by the way. I went in to their announcement because I was trying to find this goddamn letter. I was like, okay, where's this letter at? It's not on their Twitter. It's not on their main page. Where did they find this letter? It's in their Discord. This is another, once again, amateur fucking move on whoever the retard behind them is that's trying to handle it. Is Charles doing this? Brother, this letter should have been put on every social media platform with compensation, not in your Discord, my guy.
Oh
and
my God.
I was over here looking at this, bro. Look at this: 134 heartbreaks, 244 or 48 clown emojis,
yeah,
168 throw up emojis, 192 dead emojis,
Why did I get
324 middle fingers, bro.
Nice.
They're cooked,
I should
man.
give this too.
It's so unfortunate because, guys, I actually enjoyed this game on a casual level. I would love to like pull out this girl here. I played with her. I enjoyed her. She looked cool. I was saving my free signature weapon selector, which is like over here somewhere. I was gonna save. Where's this bad boy at? It's I'm not making this up. I promise. Here it is. I was gonna save this to choose her weapon.
Queen? I don't have it.
I just can't though. It's once again a principle thing for me. You know, when you guys like spit in global audience's face like that, bro, it's cooked. It's cooked. There's no coming back from that, man. And I think what needs to happen is the same thing that happened with Unity.
What they need to fix now is they have to give us a free 5-star characters, free 20 pool as like China, and yeah, they have to give us like this. We need weapons. Oh my god. But no problem, guys. If you're not a fan of these games, no problem. The game, you know, Ethereum Restart, you know that Ethereum Restart, it will be coming soon. And you can go to the beta and cool your mind. Okay? Cool your mind in Ethereum Restart. You can, once you purchase the Ethereum Restart characters, you will be in CBD, you will transfer these characters to your official launch account. Okay? And no problem, the Blue Archive will be releasing in Steam this summer. And if you are a Blue Archive players, and you have to just hope it will be releasing in Steam. It already said it. in Reddit, and I saw it, and my friends, and see you next time. Okay? And before you do this, subscribe down below to Denim Elite OG and comment down below and let us know what Black Beacon situation is right now. And yeah, I will see you next time and goodbye, friends.